So let's talk Vecna. I'm going to show you my process of how I went about painting him. Right now he's printed in Pet G. Believe it or not, I'm not going to be sanding him as he has a lot of texture that I don't want to get rid of. So instead I'm hiding the layer lines with this truck bed lining. Now after I give those a chance to dry, I'm going to be using this Rust-Oleum Espresso Brown. It doesn't have to be this exact brown. Any brown will do. This is just what I had on hand. So again, I gave both halves a chance to dry, and now I'm going with this maroonish wine color. Now as I'm spraying this on, I'm not spraying it too heavy because I do want some of the brown to show for the shadows. And now again, once it's dry, I'm going to lighten up some of the parts with this basic skin tone by Vallejo. This will give Vecna some dimension so he's not just all one solid color. I'm using my airbrush for this to give me a little bit more of a controlled spray versus a rattle can. So now that I have all the lighter spots where I want, we're going to go ahead and put a wash over this. So here I'm going to be using this Vallejo Bloody Red and some of this acrylic brown. I'm just going to add a little bit of each color into this cup, and then I'm going to water it down. We don't want the consistency to be too thick. We want it to be as thin as possible because we are going to be wiping this off. So I'm going to be hitting the lighter areas first. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball it till it gets to the color that I'm wanting. I can always go back and add more color. So here I am wiping some of that wash away because again, I don't want it to be a solid color. I do want some of the lighter parts to show through. So I finished up my first pass all the way around the Vecna helmet. And here I am checking it out to make sure it's what I envisioned. So now I want to darken in some of the recesses, the little indentions in his skull and his mouth, his chin. So I'm going to be adding a little bit of black to my wash that I had already been using. So I'm also going to be adding some of the darker wash around his eyes and his nose and his lips, because those are the areas that cast the most shadows. So the first pass wasn't quite dark enough for me, so I'm going to be adding a little bit more of that black to my wash. So I repeated that process over the entire helmet, over the areas that I thought should be darker. And actually off camera, I'm going to be using just a little bit more of that wash. So I lost the footage for his eyes and teeth, but basically I just added some silver to his pupils, and then I went over that in white with my airbrush. For the teeth, I also did them white and added a touch of that basic skin tone to them. So this is a final look. This is after clear coating it with a 1K clear coat. It was the Duplicolor clear coat. It gives it kind of a wet, gross look, but at the same time, it just looks beautiful. So if you're working on your own Vecna, I hope that my process helps you out. There really is no right or wrong way to do this, because Vecna does look different in each of the scenes that he's in. This just happens to be how mine turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, happy printing and Semper Fi.